enforcement has no say. Who's got who's back? Seriously, in the great scheme of things. Another story that piqued my curiosity, and this one's a very frustrating one, about the psychopath who shot up, killed 58 people in the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino last year, Mr. Paddock, Stephen Paddock. They're wondering, well, this new police revelation, they're saying, could implode the lone wolf narrative in Las Vegas for the massacre. The law enforcement officials admitted in court looking into at least two new charges against a person other than the shooter, Stephen Paddock, in the horrific Las Vegas massacre. The admission came during a courtroom hearing as a lawyer for various media outlets argued that law enforcement authorities should unseal search warrants documents to help the Las Vegas community heal from the attack. Nick Crosby, the lawyer representing the Las Vegas Metro Police, said that the information could not be released because additional suspects were still being investigated. So when the judge asked how long that it might take for the investigation to be closed, Crosby indicated that it could take as many as 60 days. But there is another option. They say if the lawyer for the Metro Police cannot prove to the judge that releasing sealed information would have adverse effects in the ongoing investigation, the judge may rule against them as early as next week. So we'll see. Still such a shocking crime. Defying explanation, invading law enforcement officials, exactly what that motive was, to kill 58 people and wound 500 people. That was unbelievable. But I was thinking, a lot of people were thinking, a lot of conspiracy theorists out there, but that there were other people that knew. Even his wife, taking down the Facebook page, hours later, like, she was the one cleaning, loading the guns. Like, she didn't know anything, didn't suspect anything, especially the money being wired in. I think a lot of people knew that the guy was up. He had way too many guns. There's people that have guns, and then there's people that have guns. This guy was a loose cannon, ticking time bomb, and learning a lot more information, but there might be some arrests that are coming up, and rightly so. Because, yes, they're just as guilty. Obviously, they helped him. He had help. This guy wasn't such a, brilliant guy. This guy, wasn't a marksman in the service. No, he wasn't a Kyle. The guy did not have, in my opinion, a lot of brains. I think he was nuts. I think the guy was fascinated with guns. That's another thing. Obsessed, I guess, would be an obsession. But he had an axe to grind. But he liked country music, loved country music, and it was a country festival. And why he mowed down those people? Well, notice none of the acts on the stage got killed. People got killed there, but not the celebrities. Maybe the guns couldn't reach the stage. I don't know. But he definitely sprayed a lot of bullets, man. And that was very sad that happened. And my heart goes out to anybody that knew anybody that was affected from that. Talk about PTSD, and people are going to be living with that for a long time, especially people that survived, that didn't get hurt, or people just wondering, what the hell. And how about that weird-ass story out of California about those sicko parents that chained their kids and abused them beyond recognition? Isn't it one just looks so demented? A couple, you hear about the California couple out in California. Weird. Thank God they were able to capture them and charge them with some serious felonies of abuse there. That was the really strangest oddity story out of all the week. But those people need to be equally treated the way that they treated those kids that way. And here's the eeriness of the whole thing. When law enforcement officials saw the malnourished children they didn't realize that they were adults. A lot of them were adults, looking like they were 12 years old. It's because they were that malnourished that they mistake them for under 18, and though they were in their 20s. Unbelievable. I mean, they were young and then younger, but the ones, just terrible story. I mean, that, if anything's going to be made into a TV documentary or something like that, it's just weird. Stephen King couldn't have cooked up something that evil. I mean, that just, it's, oh. Yeah, hug your kids, man. Love your kids for sure, but you never know. That would creep me out. Imagine learning your neighbors did something like that. It's just beyond belief completely. This is For the People Weekend. If there's any of the stories, anything that we've talked about that you'd like to weigh in on Facebook, always at For the People Show. You can find us, all our portals, on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook, and our website. You can buy our For the People coffee mug to keep For the People Weekend on the air at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com, and we'd like to hear from you. Marjorie from Sikeston, Missouri says, I am glad that I found For the People Weekend, told all my friends about it, and they are listening. We appreciate that. Listeners are listening on Spreaker and listening on so many other listening devices that we're on. In our affiliates across the country, we appreciate you and all our supporters that keep this show going strong each week. We appreciate you. Keith Allen, For the People, saying all the best. May God bless.